Hi scholars, welcome to our math video. Today we're not learning a new math lesson because we're all done with our math lessons, but you do have a math review for chapter 10. That means a little practice test that you can take at home, okay? So it's not a new lesson, but what I need you to do is go get your Go Math workbooks. Okay, and open up to the page that we were on yesterday. So go ahead and open up your book. Yesterday we finished on this green page here, right? Okay, you should have it filled out. So what you need to do is go ahead and skip the gray page, take your Post-it with you, skip the gray page, and put it on this page that looks like this, the one on my screen and the one that I'm holding up, okay? Where the title says Chapter 10 Review Test. All right? Okay, go ahead and look at that. I'm going to walk you through the directions for your review test. But before we do, let's watch, for the last time, our 3D shapes video. Okay, so I'm going to put it on quickly. Hopefully it's quick. Just to remind us of those 3D shapes that we've already learned, because it's going to help us for our review. Okay? And this is really the last time.
We get it. You know? Advantages.
Here we go.
Shapes. 3D shapes. I know cube, sphere, and cylinder. Cube, sphere, and cylinder. Shapes. 3D shapes. I know cube, sphere, and cylinder. Cube, sphere, and cylinder. Cube. Can't you see? You look like a dice. Roll with me. Cone. Can't you see? You look like a party hat. Dance with me. Cube. Dice. Cone. Party hat. Shapes. 3D shapes. I know cube, sphere, and cylinder. Cube, sphere, and cylinder. Shapes. 3D shapes. I know cube, sphere, and cylinder. Cube, sphere, and cylinder. Sphere. Can't you see? You look like a ball. Bounce with me. Cylinder. Can't you see? You look like a soda can. Shake with me. Sphere. Ball. Cylinder. Soda can. Shapes. 3D shapes. I know cube, sphere, and cylinder. Cube, sphere, and cylinder. Shapes. 3D shapes. I know cube, sphere, and
Okay.
I ride on a train.
All right. So before we get started, we're going to go over everything we've learned about 3D shapes, okay? Our first lesson we did was all about rolling and stacking, right? We understand things that roll could be like a ball. Yes, like this one here. But it can also be other shapes that we found can roll too. Kind of like our cylinder, right? Our cylinder we said could roll. And then we also talked about the word stacking. Stacking means to put one on top of the other. We said that Legos stack, right? Okay. And let's see what else we learned. We learned that 3D means three-dimensional. You can measure how tall, how long, and how wide something is, right? That makes a shape 3D. You know, 3D shapes are solid. That means you can hold them in your hand or touch them. They're real life. Okay. We learned all about a sphere. We know a sphere is three-dimensional, right? 3D. It's curved and round. It has no vertices, no flat surfaces. And then we learned about a cube. We said a cube is 3D. It has 6 flat surfaces, right, and 8 vertices. We learned about a cylinder. We said a cylinder is 3D. It's solid. It has 2 flat surfaces. It's curved and round. And last we talked about a cone. We said a cone is 3D. It's solid. It has 1 flat surface, 1 point or vertice, and it's also curved and round. In our chapter, we talked about learning about the difference between 2D versus 3D. 2D shapes were the shapes we learned in class when we were together, which was a circle, a square, a triangle, a hexagon, a rectangle, right? We know a rectangle is different from a square because if it goes from a tall building, you turn it, it turns to a hot dog, right? And we learned the difference between 2D and 3D. 2D is flat, so something you can draw, and 3D is solid, something you can pick up, touch. It's real. We talked about how to model shapes and build shapes. So we talked about the difference between sides and flat surfaces. And we had to build our own cubes. Remember, I used marshmallows. And I was cleaning out my cabinet yesterday. I had toothpicks. That would have been so much easier. Anyways, we talked about the words above and below. We know above means on top and below means underneath. We also learned about the words beside and next to. So the boy is beside the plant. The girl is next to the ball. And yesterday's lesson, front and behind, we learned front means positioned first and behind means in the back of, right? Very good. Okay, so that was just a little overview of everything we've learned in all our math lessons, and now it's put into one pretest. Okay, so for the directions, let's find red apple number 1. It says, mark under all the shapes that stack. So let's try to remember the things that stack have flat surfaces, right? Did you remember that? Things that stack have a flat surface that you can build on top. Stacking means putting on top. So, can a cylinder stack? Let's check. What do you think? I think it can, right? If I take a cube and I put a cylinder on top, can it stack? Sure. But I'll tell you what's tricky is if you have a cylinder this way, can you stack it this way? No, right? But a cylinder can stack on top of another shape. So I'm going to say yes, it can stack, right? Oh, did I say cylinder? A cone. I'm sorry, I called it a cylinder, a cone. What about a cylinder? Can a cylinder stack? Let's see. Does it have a flat surface? Yes, right? So you can stack your flat surfaces. The cylinder can stack. What about a sphere? Can a sphere stack? Can a sphere stack? No. What about a cube? Can cubes stack? Does it have flat surfaces? Yes, so it can stack. Good. All right. Find yellow sun number 2. Put your finger on it. Which objects are shaped like a sphere? Remember, this is a sphere. It's curved and round. So put an X on the shapes that are the objects that are shaped like a sphere. Put an X. X marks the spot. Find ones that look like a sphere. Oh, there's one. What about this one? No, that's more like a cylinder. Oh, this one? This one? This one? Yeah. What about this one? Yep. Right? Because all those objects are curved and round. Okay, find green leaf number 3. Put your finger on it. Do the words describe a cube? Circle yes or no. So here's our cube here. Let's listen to what it has to say.
6 sides.
6 sides.
Curved surface.
6 sides, and down here says curved surface. Would you say a cube has 6 sides? Yes or no? Let's see. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Yes. Yes. Would you say a cube has a curved surface? Do you see a curve? No. So circle no. Which one says no? This one here. Good. All right. Very good. Go ahead and move your bookmark or your Post-it to the next page. Keep your answers on there. I have to erase mine, remember, because otherwise it goes to the next page. Find blue flower number 4. Here's our directions. It says, draw lines to match the objects to their shapes. Okay, so we're matching shapes and objects. Our shapes are down here, a cylinder, a sphere, and a cube. And then if you look up top, these are real objects. So an orange, a box, and some sort of a carton. Okay, so you have to match them. What is an orange? Is an orange a cylinder? Is an orange a sphere? Or is an orange a cone or a cube? Draw a line. So start at the orange. Where does it go? Which one does it match with? Should match with the sphere. Good. All right, let's look at the box. Does the box match with a cylinder? Is the box a sphere? Or is it a cube? Put your pencil on the dot. Let's match it. Where does it go? Should go to the cube. What about this carton with 2 flat surfaces on the side? Is that a cube? Is that a sphere or is that a cylinder? Put your pencil on the blue dot. Where does it go? It's a cylinder. Very good. Let's find purple butterfly number 5. Put your finger on it. Good. Our directions say, which objects are shaped like a cone? Mark in an X on each of those objects. Here's a cone. We know it has 1 flat surface, 1 point or vertex, and it's curved and round. So put an X on the shapes that are the objects that are a cone. Is this a cone? No. Is this a cone? Yes. X marks the spot. Is this a cone? No. Is this a cone? Yes. That one's a cube and that one's a sphere, right? Put your finger on on brown acorn number 6. I keep mixing up my colors and shapes today. I think I'm thinking too much about the shapes. All right. Brown acorn number 6 says, color the solid shapes blue. So go get some crayons. If you need to pause the video, go ahead. But you're going to need a blue and a red and another color. So just go get a box of crayons. If you need to pause the video, go ahead. When you're ready, click play. I have my crayons ready to go. So take a blue crayon. You have a blue. Color the shapes, the solid shapes blue. We know solid shapes are real shapes, right? They're 3D. So color the 3D shapes blue because those are solid. So is this one 3D, this cone? Yeah, that's a solid shape. So go ahead and color in your cone. Make sure your coloring looks way better than mine, please, okay? I'm trying my best, but sometimes it's hard to color on the computer. You should be coloring inside the line, okay? All right, anything else that's 3D and solid? Oh, the cylinder. Go ahead and color that. Color way better than me, okay? Very good. All right, go ahead and get your red crayon now. If I'm moving too fast, you can pause me, okay? I just don't want to make the video too long, so I hope it uploads a little bit faster for you. Okay, but you can always pause me if I'm moving too fast. All right, so using the red, we're going to color the flat shapes red. Okay, so we know flat shapes are 2D. So that's the rest, right? Because we know if it's not 3D, it must be 2D over here. Okay, so the square is flat and a triangle is flat, right? Because those are 2D shapes. Color them red and color them way better than me. I'm not doing a good job of coloring in one direction like I tell you to do, but that's because I'm trying to get it colored faster for you. And then it says you can use whatever color crayon you want, so I'm going to change to pink. Why not? And draw another shape that is another flat shape. So another flat shape is a 2D shape. We learned about 2D shapes in the classroom. Remember, we made circle maps and we put pictures on them. A hexagon. I love that one because it's tricky. A hexagon has 6. Count the sides of a hexagon block. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. That's hard. If you want to draw another shape, you can. What's another 2D shape? A circle, right? What about a rectangle? Oh, I'm thinking of so many. Rectangles go from hot dogs to tall buildings when you turn them. Very good. All right. Let's go ahead and move on. If you're not ready, just pause the video. When you're ready, you can click play. You keep all your beautiful coloring, okay? It's really windy right now where I live. I just heard something fall on the roof. I think it was maybe part of a palm tree. Okay. Flipping to the next page, find the pink heart, number 7. And the directions say, to draw an object that has the shape of a cylinder. So let's draw something in real life that is shaped like a cylinder. Oh, I'm going to draw a paper towel roll. You can look around your house. Do you see something shaped like a cylinder that you could draw? I'm going to draw a paper towel. So to start, I make an oval, which is a squished circle. I do 3 lines, one down, one across, one back up. And to make it look like a paper towel roll, I'm going to put a little hole on the top. And then I'm going to draw, well, I'll just leave it like that. That one kind of looks like a paper towel roll. Remember, if I move too fast, you can pause me, but there's a lot of problems on this and I want to keep the video short, so I'm going to move on. Find blue, green, I don't know what color that is. Let me see in my book. It's a bluish green fish, number 8. A teal fish? Find the fish, number 8. Okay, here's our directions. Circle the shapes that show the cylinder above the tube, the cube. Okay, so we're looking for a cylinder that's above, which means on top of a cube. So can you find the cylinder that's on top of the cube? I want you to look. Can you find a cylinder on top of a cube? There's a cylinder to the side of the cube. There's a cylinder below the cube, but we want the one on top. This one. Good. Go ahead and find pink seashell, number 9. Now, mark an X on the object shaped like a cylinder next to the object shaped like a cone. So we're looking for a cylinder that is next to a cone. Find the cylinder next to a cone and put an X. This one's shaped like a cylinder next to the cone, right? I had to check. Remember, directions sometimes are tricky. They gave you more than one direction. So you have to check to make sure it's next to the cone. Yes. Excellent. All right. Let's go ahead and move our post-it and our bookmark to the next page. Here we go. Find orange, number 10. The orange, number 10. Let's take a look at the picture. I see a truck, and in the bed of the truck, that means the back of the truck, I see 4 shapes. I see a cone, a cube, a sphere, and a cylinder. Here's our directions. Mark an X on the cone in front of the cube. So the truck is going this way. Do you see it? It's going this way. So the front is over here and the back is over here. Here's the front. I'll put an F for front. And here's the back, a B for back. Now we're looking for a cone that is in front of a cube. This way. Okay? So do you see it? I found the cone. And is it in front of the cube? Yep. Check your answer. All right. Find green turtle number 11. Put your finger on green turtle number 11. Mark an X on the cube that is beside the cone. So we're looking for a cube that's beside the cone. And I see more than one cube. Let's take a look. I see a cube here, and a cube here. How are we supposed to know which cube it is? There's 3 cubes. Well, it said look for the cube that's beside the cone. So which one is next to the cone? This one. All right, mark an X. Good. Find red sailboat number 12 and put your finger on it. Remember, if I'm moving too fast, pause me. Mark an X on the sphere that is below the hexagon. So this hexagon we know is here. Count the sides of a hexagon block. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Here's the hexagon. We're looking for the sphere that is below the hexagon. That means underneath. I found it. Good. And is it below the hexagon? Yes. Check my answer. Okay, go ahead and move your post-it or your bookmark to the next page. Keep your beautiful work on there. Don't erase it. Miss Paulino has to. And that's it. We're done. We finished the book. Yes, we did. That was the last problem. Good job. I hope you guys had a very good understanding of 3D shapes, okay? And so for tomorrow's lesson, we're not going to start a new book. We're not going to start a new chapter, so don't worry about it. We're going to just do I Ready for tomorrow and Friday, okay? And I might put up some worksheets that you can print just for extra practice. But don't worry about your workbook. We're going to start our new workbook next week. So we'll get our new workbook next week. And you have your new workbooks, hopefully, because you went and picked them up at school last week, maybe 2 weeks ago, okay? So you should have more workbooks, and we're going to start it next week, okay? All right. Good job. I will either see you in tomorrow's video, or if you have not watched A Gift for Mom, the reading that we did together, click the video that's on Class Dojo, okay? Alrighty, I will see you in the next video. I miss you so much. You already know it. And bye-bye.